They say everything happens for a reason, but let's be honest. When your heart is breaking or life feels like it's falling apart, Romans 8:28 can sound more like a cliche than a promise. How can all things work together for good when you're in pain? When you've lost someone? When your prayers feel unanswered? This verse isn't about ignoring the pain. It's about something deeper, something stronger, something eternal. And what if I told you that even your deepest wound could be part of your greatest redemption? Romans 8:28 says, "And we know that in all things God works for the good of those who love Him, who have been called according to His purpose." Notice it doesn't say some things. It doesn't say only the happy moments or the prayers that got a yes. It says all things. That includes pain. That includes heartbreak. That includes the silent seasons where it feels like God is nowhere to be found. Sometimes He allows what He hates to accomplish what He loves. Sometimes He permits pain so He can produce a deeper purpose. Not because He enjoys your suffering, but because He sees your eternity. But don't let your current chapter define the whole story. God writes long stories, and His endings are always better than the beginnings. But let's be real. That's hard to believe when you're in the middle of it. What happened to you might have been wrong, unfair, even evil. But God is powerful enough to take even that and bring something beautiful from it. That's what redemption means. And that's the hope we hold on to. Pain strips away our pride. It breaks open the walls we build. It teaches us empathy. Leave a comment below about how Romans 8:28 has spoken to you in your own life. And if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe to the channel for more content like this. God bless you, and remember, even in pain, He's working. And in the middle of the storm when everything else is gone, we're left with the one thing that matters, God. Hear it as a deep promise from a God who has never wasted a single moment of your life. And your story is still being written by the author of all things good. Not the joy, not the heartbreak, not the silence. He's working. Even when it doesn't feel like it. Even when you feel forgotten, you are not forgotten. And when He becomes your anchor, even the worst days can't shake your foundation. When life feels unfair, we don't want a Bible verse. We want answers. We want healing. We want to feel seen. And here is the truth you might need today. Romans 8:28 isn't denying your pain. It's promising that your pain isn't wasted. Think about Joseph in the Old Testament. Betrayed by his brothers, sold as a slave, imprisoned for something he didn't do. Nothing about his life seemed good at the time. But God was weaving a bigger story. A story Joseph couldn't see until years later. That's the kind of good Romans 8:28 is talking about. Not easy good, eternal good, purposeful good, transforming good. Sometimes the good is not in what happens to us, but in what happens in us. This verse is also about trust, not blind trust, not fake smiles, but the kind of trust that holds on even when you don't understand. Trust that God sees the whole picture, that He's working behind the scenes in ways you can't imagine, that your tears are not ignored. They're gathered, counted, and one day they will make sense. If you've been feeling like your story is just one painful chapter after another, don't close the book yet. God is not finished. This doesn't mean we pretend everything is fine. It doesn't mean we call evil good. You may not see the good today. You might not see it for a long time. So when you read Romans 8:28, don't hear it as just be positive. Let this be your reminder today. Your pain has a purpose. Your tears have meaning. If this message touched your heart, take a second to like this video and share it with someone who needs hope.